Okay, what's your name and what's your title, please?
My name is Moira Kelly and I'm Mrs. Moira Kelly.
What are you doing in Liverpool? What's your job?
Well, at the moment I'm a housewife. I was a carer because my father wasn't well, but at the moment I'm just a carer stroke student at the moment.
You know Dr. Sylvia. How do you know Dr. Sylvia in the first place?
Well, I've been along to her little offices which she runs in Liverpool, called the Voice of Nations, and at the moment she's running public speaking courses and emotional intelligence and amongst other things which she does. That's what I'm attending at the moment.
Is what she's doing it's very important in your opinion for females or in general for who is attending her program?
It's a mixture. We have a couple of retired ladies. We have another gentleman and another lady who's trying to set up her own little business, and I think we're all benefiting from it in different ways.
Like what, for example?
I think the public speaking for my friend, she's actually finds that helpful in her daily life, dealing with admin or dealing with daily problems. She finds that she's more confident when she goes out in public, and just even if she has to go to, say, a small court for legal purposes, small things but very important things, people feel empowered, which is very useful.
Today we met at the launch of Dr. Sylvia's book. Have you read her book?
I have read it. It's very easy to read. I've read it online, but I haven't actually read the hard copy yet. But it's quite easy and simple to read.
Is it important? Is it beneficial?
It runs along with a lot of what she's teaching us in the course. There are some exercises which I haven't actually done yet, which would probably be which are very beneficial if you actually sit down and do them. So that's a little bit of homework which is useful and which I need to do. Or anybody that reads the book, it's probably quite useful for them to do that.
Like a white person and a resident of Liverpool, when you are seeing someone that Dr. Sylvia who comes out from minorities and black background, how do you feel or what do you think, like when everyone is contributed to the country in some way, how important is it in your opinion?
I think it's very important that we have many ethnic minorities. It's important for diversity and for people to learn about other cultures. It's extremely important. I have a modern language degree from, well, it used to be called, my day it was Liverpool Polytechnic. So I am very interested in learning about other cultures personally, and now unfortunately we're due to come out of the EU, which isn't really, it's not one I personally think is a great idea. But I think it's marvellous that we have such a diversity of cultures at the moment.
Many people say like migrants and people who are just coming from background, especially for third world countries, are dependent and they are not contributing to the economy of the country. Now we can see a lot of controversial issues like Dr. Sylvia, who is helpful for community. In general, what do you want to say the imagination of many wrong people that are pointing out for black and minorities as very weak link of the society, if you like?
I think it's very sad if people think like that, because I think it doesn't matter what your culture is, we've all got lots to contribute, and I think bringing different elements from other countries is very useful. And a lot of the migrants that come in are highly educated, from from all kinds of backgrounds, with all kinds of professions, and they have a lot to contribute. So I think it's very sad if people feel like that, and I think it should be more migrants should be encouraged to come. I mean, Liverpool is a city of migrants. We are made up of a lot of Irish people who 100 years ago came over in the famine, so there's a great empathy amongst a lot of the Liverpool people, especially if you come from an Irish background, for immigrants, because we realise that I think most people in Britain were originally immigrants, no matter, so I think there's a great empathy, and that's why I think in Liverpool there's a great warmth, and we have a great sense of humour, and just general warmth towards people.
In general, what do you want to say about Dr. Sylvia's book, and anything about you wanted to pass as a message for listeners?
I think Dr. Sylvia's book is very useful. It's easy to read, and it's well worth a read, and you can learn a lot from her books, but it's like everything, we have to practice what we read. I recommend people come along to Dr. Sylvia's classes, because she has a lot of very useful strategies to teach all types of people, old, young, migrants, of all cultures, and she has a lot to give.
Thank you so much.
All right, okay, thank you very much as well.